Hello guys, this is just one guy and I'm back here with my Mistborn project, and I've actually done a lot to the game, so it's going to take me a while to go over every single thing, but as you can see the UI looks a bit different. I've added some abilities and stuff like that, the ability to change which metal you're using, just because I was starting to get too many over here, and a lot of these metals have specific abilities, so now you can switch out the abilities for each one, but I'll go into that more in game. And now I've added a bunch of other new stuff. So let's hit play and see what's in here. Now, I've also done a lot of these upgrades because I plan on making other games, and I want to use this as a base for my other games. And I knew this game was going to need a lot of this stuff, so you can see now there's a main menu, and it has stats. Right now, it's just showing the level, the experience, the next level, and all that stuff. And the character can level up based on the experience that he gets and everything like that. But there's actually a lot more stats like speed, strength, and everything else that I didn't get a chance to put in yet. So second, we go to the quest system, and this shows you all the quests that we have right now, the complete quests, the active quests, and the non-available quests. All these work, they're fully fleshed out. And just to show you, I put a little test quest right here. When you collect this pink thing right here, it's a location quest. And basically, when you get to the location, it just updates the quest. And as you can see, if you go in here, the active quest, you'll see I just picked up that quest right there. And I could actually finish the quest. First quest location. Got a little notification on the side to tell you. And we at the final location, and the quest is done. And you can see it switches the spot where the quest will be at. It's no longer inactive. Oh, now it's completed. See? And another basic quest, which is to kill AI. And I was just playing around with the quest system. Yeah, basic quests where you can go and get something from a location, kill a certain person and stuff like that. And that's basically it. It's a simple system because what I'm going to do is go to the asset store and the Unity store and then sell the individual parts of this. So it's just putting together the basis for it. And we have a money system, which is just we got gold in game right now, but you can actually have multiple currencies and it'll calculate each different currency into another currency. So right now, while I just have gold, I believe in Mistborn they have boxings. You can put any type of currency you want, and you can have as many currencies as you want. I'm waiting to put the save and load in last because that's going to be the most complicated system because it's going to have to take in all the variables in the game. And it's always best to put that in last because otherwise you'll have to keep updating it every time you put a new system in. You got skills right here. This ties into the new skill system. I've already got that skill activated, but basically you can unlock skills here. And if you can see these two things right here, right now I've tied them to the left and right trigger buttons of my controller. And if I hit over on the D-pad, you can see I have the shoot coin ability, the still push ability, the still jump ability. And I can also use each one of those abilities here. This is the flare pewter ability. I haven't given it a symbol yet, but this is why I did that system right here. Just so if you have about a billion abilities, you can just switch like this. You can see I can do the still push with this button right here. But if I put it over here, I can do it with that the other button now, and I can do a still jump with that. Just so when I was making the game, I realized that if you're going to create a Mistborn character, they're going to have a lot of skill abilities. So if they have like a lot of them, it'll be easier just to tie it to two buttons, and then you can put on whatever two abilities you want. Also, you can see next to it is the bronze medal right here, and that was because some of the medal abilities were you it was kind of complicated to find a button to activate each one of them. If you were using a keyboard, it'd be easy, but I like to use the controller. So I just switched out the metals where you can hit up and down on the D-pad, and now it'll switch the metals, and then you have one button to turn on and off the metal. So you can see I turn on bronze, and you can tell if somebody's burning a metal. Right now, the NPCs aren't Allomancer, so it won't show you it. And I can turn on 10 if I do that. And you can turn on both of them at the same time. But it's just a far easier system, and it makes everything a lot easier to deal with, both the abilities and the metals. But when I start to put in more abilities, let's see what else I put in. Inventory system. Now you could put on different types of clothes and everything like that, which is a helmet, gloves, arms, ring, right weapon, legs. You can basically put on armor and weapons and rings and everything like that. And you can go through it through here. Right now I don't have any ability, no items on me, but you see it shows you all the items and everything like that. It shows you the level, the speed, the strength, and how it'll basically change your character. And it has everything else. I'm still planning on improving the system because, like I said, I plan on selling all this stuff on the asset store, which is why I went so in depth with it. But you can see it's pretty good right now. Gonna equip the if I equip the blade, I believe, where'd it go? Right now I just set the blade as a necklace. It's tagged as a necklace. That's why it equipped in the necklace spot. Just because I was testing the system and I wasn't really making items for real world use. I still got some work to do because right now I'm controlling all this with the controller. But when you control a menu with the controller, you actually have to write the code. It doesn't happen automatically. But it all works on the controller right now. You still got a few hiccups though, which I got to improve. I've got the settings right here, which is just the X sensitivity, the Y sensitivity of the camera. You can invert the camera controls, the music. Uh, it's on mute right now, but there is music in the game, and sound effects too. The sound effects thing is not working right now because I haven't programmed it in, but the music is working. And now you have to hold the lock, just because I changed the lock on system to be more like The Witcher 3, where they have a soft lock and a hard lock. And I'll show you that in a minute. I'm going to put in a mini map later, but I haven't done that yet either. But you can see right now, since I changed so much up in the game, we needed a non-combat mode and a combat mode. So if I run away from here, hit select, I believe it is. Oh, he goes in combat mode and non-combat mode. I still got to fix some of that. But as you can see, it has sort of a Witcher 3 soft lock on system now. Push this out the way. Turn off my computer. So now you can soft lock on the enemy, and then you have a more hard lock system. And this soft lock system works with multiple enemies. I'll just show you right now. Go in and duplicate them. Just unlock both enemies so they can attack. Go into combat mode. You can see that the system is soft locking on all of them. It soft locks on what you're directly looking at and based on how you're attacking. It's kind of a complex system because now the character can attack in all directions, as you can see. He can actually turn around and attack based on the direction you're attacking. I've also upgraded the combat system, so you have a lot more combat options and the combos work a little better. It's kind of hard to face two enemies because I don't know what they're going to do. And the game's designed to have multiple ways of defeating them. Like I can still push this into him. and then take on one of them. Ooh, the AI still needs a lot of work, in my opinion. It's pretty good. It can track you down. It can do a bunch of attacks. It has a little leap of attack, but it needs some work on its aiming and everything like that. And you also let me just stop them from attacking so I can show the actual combat, because I've changed a lot up about that too. As a matter of fact, just delete that enemy. Once you go into combat mode now, he can he has a heavy attack. Heavy attacks now hit a durability, and this durability controls how much damage they can take before they're knocked down. Not before they're killed, just because before they're knocked down. Light attacks don't do it. Only heavy attacks and hitting them with stuff with metal like this, with steel push, that can actually knock them down now if they take enough damage. But I'll show you with the heavy attack right now. You can see he got knocked back because his durability was already pretty low because he got hit with the bricks. And if he takes too much, he just gets knocked down. He'll get back up. But he only takes that from heavy attacks. You can see his durability is pretty weak right now. And he's got knocked down. Also, I've added a few more combos. You can see if I hit heavy attack, light attack, wait, heavy, even I'm messing up. Alright, that is it. And if I hold the light button, he'll do this attack right here. If I hold the heavy button, he'll do this attack right here, which looks funny, but I was just testing a bunch of stuff out, trying to create a hybrid system between sort of The Witcher 3 and Devil May Cry. So the combos are a lot more in depth. I believe he has hold one too. No, wait. Yeah, there we go. And he has another one. Yep. And all those combos damage, and they knock down too. If you're using pewter, you automatically get a knockback with every attack, and you'll get extra damage too. So you can see that works. And I think that's all I changed in the combat system. It just works a lot better now because he locks on. You can still shoot the coin. And you can see that it'll do damage. It won't knock him down though because it's not a heavy metal attack. So it'll just do damage. And it aims a lot better since you're basically always auto locked on to a character. Now this won't stop you if you jumping or doing what is it? The steel push from the jump like that. It'll unlock. Or if you're running, you can see I can just straight run away in any direction I want, where it automatically unlocks. So the soft lock system doesn't limit you in any way. It only helps you in combat. And as you can see with the hard lock system, this is what I was talking about with hold the lock on, where you can choose to hold the lock on, or you can go into options, and now you can just make it so if you press the button, it locks on, then lock off, where you don't have to think about it anymore. Of course, in the hard lock system, when you jump, you still locked onto them. So even when you're in the air, but you unlock, run away. Now for some of the non-combat systems, I've added a dialogue system. So if you're not in combat mode, you go press circle. You can see you get a little dialogue menu. I've set it up so the camera angles could change based on what you're saying and everything like that. You can also manipulate his emotions. That's what this whole thing is. If you have what is it, zinc or I think brass. And you can see I can make his anger higher, a large amount and a small amount. This system right here, if you do it a small amount, he'll notice it less. If you do it a large amount, he'll notice it more, but it'll have a greater effect. A small amount, he'll notice it less, but it'll have less of an effect. And it also changes responses. And this is a system set up based so you can get him to do what you want to say. Right now, I only have a fear response because I was just playing around with it, or I just made it. So if we manipulate his fear, then we talk to him, he's feeling pensive. Uh, that's another thing. Each one of the emotions have 3 levels of 3 degrees of it. So he has apprehension, fear, and then terror. They also mix together. So what is this? Sadness mixed with, well, fear mixed with pensiveness. He's feeling pensiveness. So you can see it's a complex system. But right now, I've only set him up to respond to fear. So let me just give a demonstration. If I go in, I manipulate his fear to a large degree, and then hit the response. He feels fear, and just to show you that it's responding to different ones. Uh, let's go with trust. Manipulate his trust, and he's feeling trust. And this system is set up, the AI can fully feel each emotion, and later on I'm going to set it up to where he actually has a goal and he actually acts on his emotions, and the world actually plays itself out. So the AI is going to just be doing its own thing behind the scenes, and you can come in and manipulate the AIs and do whatever you want to them. And this is the beginning of that system. So he has a fully functioning brain, and later on he'll have a goal, and he'll have emotions and how you feel towards you and towards other people and stuff like that. And this just gives you a way to manipulate those emotions using zinc and brass. I plan on using this in other games, which is why I made it so in depth. And I think that's it. I don't think I really changed anything else. Added the inventory map. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. And the game's coming together quite well. It works a lot better on a controller now. It can deal with multiple enemies. Let's see. If I would go to him and duplicate him about 10 times, you can see now, oh, you have a better way of dealing with them. It's still hard to fight this many enemies because, well, it's a lot of enemies, so. But you have ways of dealing with it. You can do a still jump away. Ooh. And let's see if we can beat all of them. Eesh. You can see each AI is acting independently and deciding what to do. But, ooh. Let's shoot a few coins in here. You can see the soft lock on system is locking onto them. But you wouldn't really want to get into a fight like that. Something I didn't notice that's pretty funny is they can actually hit each other, which I didn't notice until I put multiple enemies. You can see they actually hit each other. Later on, I'm gonna remove that, but it's pretty funny now because if you put multiple enemies like this, they actually beat up each other, which leaves it to where I can run around like this, and they will actually kill each other, which I find hilarious. Ooh, it's too many enemies on the screen. I'm still trying to figure out the Witcher lock-on system and make it a bit smoother. As you can see here, it's not smooth as it's not as smooth as I would like it. You see right there a little bit of mess up, but I think that's more of the camera issue and less of the actual system. So I have to improve the camera a lot. Oh, yeah, but that's all of what I changed. Added a lot of stuff, and I'm going to continue on. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.